Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with
everybody,
fire
and
in their
welcome
eyes.
to today's match.
This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, it's away we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Messi making good progress on the right-hand side. Kukçu. That's really well manoeuvred. Nicely shaped ball. Makaleli. Now it's Hullet. Goes down, but nothing given. Quarter of an hour played. Great, and Hullet! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Cleared away. Corner number 2 then.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Montenegro, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Joe! That is some save from the hair! Taken back almost at once. Chouameni. Cruyff. Montenegro do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Messi, very much a man of this moment. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Can he spark a counter here? No, it's come to nothing. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Mbappe. And Hullet! And that's off target.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Sporting have it back and can go again. Hullet! Hullet! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And it's half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second. Big chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Gerrard. It's a good run down the right, and this is Hullet. And he's cut it out. Van Dijk.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Pirlo, the man we've all come to watch. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Mbappe. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Now it's Kukçu. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Gerrard. He's a sharp little ball here. And can he finish? Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Oh, shooting chance!
Substitution on the field, number 9, Mbappe.
Montenegro choosing to make the first change. So we have the first goal.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Number 3,
Messi, he is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot.
number 18.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some bite.
Number 24, Alson.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
And that is a little undercooked. Duke is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Sporting can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Great vision. Can he get on the end of this? It's a goal kick. And that is the last of the action. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
Please make sure.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Montenegro really were made to rue their ineptitude, if I can put it like that.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2
Hello,
hours, it
everybody,
might not
and
feel
welcome
like
to
that.
today's match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So things are underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, can I bring Ousmane Dembele to your attention? He's been described as a phenomenon and one of the very best. That's high praise indeed, and we've seen some great flashes, but he still has a long way to go to fulfill all of that potential.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so... Real chance! Goal! Victoria! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Montenegro are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Stood up well to him there. Silvestre was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Zanetti crosses it. Chance! Oh, good finish! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And he's managed to get free. A corner it is then. And we have our very first corner. Impressive jump. Oh, he's been caught, and again. Yes! They are purring, truly purring. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
A case now of complete control. Just about within shooting range. And no one is overly concerned about that.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
It's Dembele gets flagged offside. Zanetti. 30 minutes gone. Nicely shaped ball. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Dixon.
Oh, really well played.
That's a really buccaneering run he's making. Out for a throw. Showing good feet. Dixon. And he welcomes it in. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Messi does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Messi. He has found the way through.
There will be 3 minutes added
Kupchu.
time.
And it's Cruyff. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, there's the clearance. And it's half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will. Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. The second half is up and running. 45 minutes to change their fate. Gerrard. Busquets conjures time and space where few can. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. And it's dealt with by the outrushing keeper. Time and again they are repelled. Dembele, he's had a shot! Well, that is remarkable.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just...
Joe! That is some save from De Gea! And that's gone loose. And here's Griezmann. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days. All part of a forward's duties.
Threads one in. He won't be happy with that one. Zanetti. Gerrard. Busquets. Passing is crisp and sharp.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Now it's Cruyff. Now it's Kukçu. Dixon, the man synonymous with solidity. Jupe knocks it into space. Montenegro needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Little doubt, that is a foul. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Montenegro are down to 10 men. So we have movement on both benches.
Number 18, Dembele. Number 7, Griezmann. Number 22, Gerrard. Coming on the field, number 14, Luis Diaz.
Oh, that's
Number
a waste.
21,
The moans and groans are predictable.
Number
He
6,
felt compelled to try.
Joshua Kimmich. Substitution in progress.
Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Mbappe. Dani Olmo, and the shot! Dani Olmo finds himself offside. Gerrard. Tries to play it through. He is starved of space and time. Olise on it. Tries from a long way out. and smartly reclaimed. Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Jordan Henderson. Aimed beyond the defence. Gerrard. Dani Olmo.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Gerrard. Picked out brilliant. It's Gerrard! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And that will be the final act. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
Just a quick announcement. It is
And
now
after all
time
of that... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
everybody, and
The fans
welcome
have
to
pulled out
today's
all the
match.
stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then.
The midfield 3, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front 3, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back. That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
No, couldn't quite control it.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Olise. Neither of these two would... And there's the shot! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Rijkaard picks it up from the goal kick. So we're still where we started right now. He's through here. Olise! Ambitious, but just off target.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
De Bruyne. And here's Messi. Can he get it through? Takes a shot! Goal! And we have liftoff! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Indonesia have taken the lead.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now. Montenegro really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Kimmich. Mbappe. And this is Cruyff. Tries one from range. Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
Cruyff powering forward here. Oh, that's fabulous. He's on it. Can he get away? They're urging him to shoot. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Looking to play him in. Kochu's cross. Towering header!